fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I am yet again on another road trip, and I am bringing you guys with me. Shout out to people that were on, shout out to the people that gave me a like, shout out to the people that will come aboard. Let's talk about boxing. The last week of boxing, we had Shakur Stevenson, doing what he does, being a good boxer, okay? We have Carl Froch in the rivalry he has with Anthony Joshua. Hold on a second. Put this in right. All right. There we go. There we go. And before we go highway mode, okay, we are going to definitely talk about boxing. And I am going back to work, okay? Duty calls, right? And, I've been thinking about what Eddie Hearn said, okay, first discussion. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, man. Eddie Hearn says that he wants to make Shakur Stevenson a star. Now, I don't know. I can do a poll since we can do a poll right from here. So let's see if I can muster one up real quick. Let's see. Let's start a poll. All right. Okay, cool. Boom. So, just started a poll there. So you guys can feel free to, in fact, let me see how dark this is. I'm still in the city limits. But when I hit the highway, guys, it's going to be kind of dark. So I'm going to show you guys my POV so you guys can see what I see, which is okay with you. It's okay with me. But Eddie believes that he can make Shakur Stevenson a star. And I say this. I say Shakur Stevenson is a decent fight. He's a good fighter. He's a good boxer. Is he exciting? He's not exciting. And I think Eddie wants to ride the wave of somebody that he feels he can make a star. I think what Eddie does, though, unlike other promoters, he tests out the field like he did with Devin Haney, like he did with Canelo Alvarez, like he did, fight by fight with Dillian White. Eddie Hearn likes to make projects, like pet projects for himself. You know what I mean? Like he did with Demetrius Andrade. If you guys can remember Demetrius Andrade, man, he was a guy. He was kind of charismatic. I mean, it looked like he was maybe 65% of where he needed to be to have the gift of gab. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't all the way where he could be, I guess, self-promotional wise. You know what I mean? He was always like this kind of guy that he had a personality, but he was kind of like something was missing. Well, he was undefeated for a while, and and Eddie tried to make him a damn star. And because he made bad business decisions, Eddie, couldn't really do anything with him or for him. He was with Al Heyman. Yeah, it's getting hell of a dark. So, but then he was with, then Al Heyman, then Lou DiBella. Then after Lou DiBella, he went back to Al Heyman, and then eventually he got beat. Okay, he got beat by David Benavidez. David Benavidez knocked him out. You know, it was an interesting fight based on the styles, but David is just, you know, he's just tenacious, man. This cat will, you know, bombs over Baghdad. You know what I'm saying? So, is Stevenson in that category? And at this point, I don't think he's there yet. But like him turning down the deal for ESPN, him, you know, Oscar wants to talk to him, Eddie wants to talk to him. So he's still marketable. He's still wanting as a fighter, you know, because he hasn't received an L yet. You know, a lot of people just think he's boring, but, you know, as long as he wins, you know, you may say who cares. But there's a such thing called a promotional brand, okay? And each fighter has to have it, you know? And I think if anything at all, Stevenson needs to show people, you know, that he is marketable, that he can go toe to toe. And then he blames it on the other fighter. My thing is, it's like this: if you don't like the way I fight, just don't come watch my fights. But at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, though, you know, Stevenson is still a guy that needs to start taking accountability. You know, he can't blame it on the other fighter all the time. You know, so I think Golden Boy will want to put him into a long contract. So we'll see what happens with Stevenson. You know, because both Stevenson and T.O. alike, those guys, they both said that they were going to retire. We have a comment, first comment of the night: he needs to change trainers, and that will take his game to the next level. Well, I mean, you can try that shit, you know? You can try it, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. See, this is the problem with people, okay? All right? And before I go to the POV, I got to tell you guys face to face, okay? People need to stop with laying everything on the trainer, okay? That's how fighters get away from accountability, you know, slithering their way out of it. Is because they want to blame the trainer for everything. You can't blame the trainer on how you fight in a fight. The trainer can only train you. You know, the trainer can see how you do in sparring, because how you spar is how you're going to fight. You know what I mean? So that can give you a good gauge, unless you have offset sparring partners. Say you could have a guy that, you know, your team has hired to emulate a particular style, you know, and based on how good that person emulates that style is how you're going to be able to deal with certain things. But certain fighters, you know, especially when you're going up in competition and opposition, you know, you're going to find out that a lot of people, you know, don't fight like the people that they bring in to train you with. So when the trainer sees a guy spar, that's only a range, a barometer, you know, of how your fighter could fight a guy with that type of style. That doesn't mean that fighter's going to go in with that style and do the same things. He may have a totally different game plan. You know, it reminds me of back in the day when Oscar De La Hoya was going to fight Floyd Money Mayweather, right? And he was going to fight Money Mayweather, so he brought in Sugar Shane Mosley. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but those guys don't fight. They're fast, but they don't fight shit alike. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I remember when Oscar trained in Puerto Rico for that, you know, to fight Floyd, you know, and it was a real close fight, you know. It's just Oscar got shut out and Oscar never came back to the ring, you know. So it is what it is. James Aboud. Sup, Kurt? I've been here riding with you for years. Love your content. Shakur is ironically hard to beat and hard to sell. He could be a star if he keeps winning and maybe become a villain. Thoughts? Well, here's the thing. If people hate you based on the way you fight, it may be, he may have a niche to promote himself on a negative way. I mean, it worked for Floyd, but see, understand something about Floyd. Floyd was not as boring as people thought he was. The only thing that bothered me about Floyd, and I think a lot of people, this happened with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, man, he fought Pacquiao like he was scared. His father told him that. His father said, man, you fighting scared. You don't know how the hell they're going to judge this fight based on the notoriety of that fighter, the notoriety of yourself. You guys are both two of the biggest stars in the world. And if you got a guy chasing another guy, people and some refs, or judges, should I say, will look at that as effective aggressiveness, just like they did with Canelo and Lara. The only difference is Lara wasn't a Mayweather. That was the only question and the only thing. Okay, we're going to switch this around so you guys can see my POV. Boom. There we go. So, Manny won that fight, by the way. He didn't outpoint Floyd. Floyd didn't engage like he could have. Floyd didn't engage like he did before. Okay? He just didn't. He didn't engage. So, I don't like, people say he won. No, Floyd outpointed Manny. Okay, Manny won some rounds. And I think what happened is Manny Pacquiao, I don't know if he got tired, but like at some point, he hit Floyd. And when he caught Floyd, you know, Floyd took the shot well. But Floyd was kind of stunned from that punch. You know what I mean? When he just, Floyd out of anywhere, just caught him with that left, boom! And when he caught him, Floyd went back to the ropes, put his guard up, and the rest is history, you know? He weathered the storm, though. Level the candle angle. Okay, let's see. There we go. Hold on. Let me move it up a bit. There we go. All right. I think that's better, guys. Okay. Nah, no problem. No problem. No problem. I know I can. Let me see if I can get it a little better. I think I can. There we go. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. I never got a chance to ask you this, but do you think a prime Floyd can beat a prime Ray Robinson? Man, Ray Robinson, okay, let's say the Ray Robinson at welterweight. Different times, different gloves, different way of fighting. Bro, I tell you, it was absolutely weird. You know? It was weird, kind of comparing those guys together, because you had Ray, look, Sugar Ray Robinson, man, was taller, he was longer. Floyd might be faster, okay, but nonetheless, I think Ray Robinson, I think he, you know, he would push Floyd, especially at 147, because Floyd was small. He was considered a small welterweight. He wasn't a big guy. You know, he was not a big guy. And Robinson, I think, you know, was just, you know, hellified. He was just hellified, bro. He was busy. I think he was definitely stronger than Floyd, you know. Again, it's two different time frames. How many rounds are they going to go? If Robinson fought Floyd Mayweather, how many rounds will they go? Dude, Sugar Ray Robinson fought 20 rounds, 30 rounds, 40 rounds. Like ridiculous amounts of rounds to dictate how a fight goes. You know, and I'm not saying that Floyd couldn't condition himself, you know what I mean? But what I am saying, I believe in this, this saying, this term, you know, hard times create strong men create easy times create weak men create hard times, you know. And I say Floyd, if he fought back in those days, he might have been able to acclimate, you know what I mean? Dude, I mean, it's just too hard to, you know, to determine. I don't know. I would probably say, it's safe to say I would go with Robinson based on what he was doing for long periods of time and the type of fighters that he was fighting, okay? But understand something here. I'm not saying this is for necessarily middleweights, but heavyweights, bro. When you are a heavyweight boxer and you are a black heavyweight boxer, an African-American boxer, there's a lot of African-American boxers that wouldn't fight other African-American boxers. You know, there was a lot of talent. There was a lot of Billy Badasses that never really got the opportunity to show how good they were. Jack Johnson was one of the first to ever show it. You know, he just happened to beat up on a white guy, but it was crazy the way they race baited back then. Yeah, man, you guys forget these guys. You know, you had Jack Johnson, Joe Louis, Jersey Joe Walcott. These guys fought rounds. You know, Henry Armstrong. They fought 30, 40 rounds. We've never seen Floyd go like that. Again, no disrespect to Floyd, because if Floyd knew he had, I think Floyd would rise himself to fight whenever he had to fight. You know what I mean? We can only see what we can see in our era. So it's kind of unfair to throw Floyd in there with Robinson. So if Floyd Mayweather can take a time machine and go back in time, what would he do with Sugar Ray Robinson? You know, versus what would Sugar Ray Robinson do with him? Kid Gavilan, yeah, man, dude. Why didn't black boxers want to fight black boxers? It was the promoters. See, a lot of black boxers had black promoters. It was very seldom that they really had white promoters to take them anywhere. Yeah, they did club fights and shit like that. You know what I mean? Lounge fights. You know, you guys remember Rocky? The first Rocky? You remember in the first Rocky where Rocky Balboa was fighting a fighter named Spider Rico? If you guys can remember? Like, Spider Rico and Rocky Balboa, bro, they fought at like a damn bar, like a club. You know? They fought at a bar like a club. You know, that's the kind of venues that they had. They didn't really make a lot of money. You know, they would punch and knock somebody out, might knock somebody's tooth out, might get their teeth knocked out or something like that. And then the next day they're going back to the docks to work. You know what I mean? That was some part-time shit. It wasn't like guys hanging around in the gym all day. It didn't go that way. People had jobs. People were boxers part-time, like guys used to be preachers. You know, you had preachers that, you know, they pastored the church, and then, you know, the next month, you know, the next day, Monday, they had to get up to work, or when they get out of the pulpit, they had to go to work. Yeah, same thing. What's up, Counterpunch? First, drive safe. Second, does Fury win if he goes for the KO? Come on, dude. Fuck. Fucking idiot. You don't even know how to drive. Does he go for the KO? I say this about Tyson Fury. Did he win against Wilder? Did he hurt Usyk when he hit and went on on offense? Thoughts? Yeah, he hurt Usyk. Usyk admitted he hurt him. You know, I mean, that's just no secret. I mean, Usyk's not a guy that's bullshitting people. He's not a guy with a big bravado. That's why he's so easy to like. He's not a shit talker. You haven't seen him talk a lot about a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like Usyk, you know, he gave up the belt because he didn't want the hassle from the IBF because, you know, if he did his homework about the IBF, he knew the IBF would eventually more than likely strip him anyway. You know, now I'll say this. The IBF did have pressure on them based on what was coming and based on how big that fight was. So when, what was his name? Daryl Peoples, which is the president of the IBF, when he did make his statement, he did say Usyk could ask for an extension, okay? And that's what Usyk did. But then Usyk turned around and decided, you know what, screw it. And for the record, Usyk was not stripped. He was not stripped of that belt, okay? So I want people to understand that he wasn't stripped yet. Now, not to say he wasn't going to be stripped, but he decided, hey, let me stop the hassle. Let me help somebody else out. I did everything that I said I was going to do in the sport. You know what I mean? I got a theory about Usyk. Usyk now is doing movies and shit like that. I think it's only, see, here's the thing. Probably the only person that could beat Usyk is Usyk. Think about it. Probably the only person that can beat Alexander Usyk is Alexander Usyk. So I think, if anything, Usyk is a guy that may let his guard down a bit. You know what I mean? Everybody that I've seen do a movie, they've came back to the ring rusty. I think that there was some background negotiations that we were not aware of, because I found it weird that Usyk announced the AJ versus Dubois fight before it was officially announced. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the time frame, so I can't really speak on that, because I don't know if they'd already called it. Not saying you're wrong, but I don't know. I'm just not sure. But no, I mean, Usyk decided to give that damn belt up because, you know, so, but he will fight Tyson Fury again, so that's a good thing. And what was revealed today, if you guys didn't see the video by now, Spencer Brown, which is Tyson Fury's manager, you know, he responded for Tyson, and, you know, Tyson doesn't give a shit, you know, because see, if Tyson wins, Tyson will just claim, hey, you know what, I avenged my loss. It's going to be a good fight, though. And I'll say this. Fernando, I think that also Tyson Fury he's going to have to knock out Usyk to win. You know what I mean? Because because the problem is now Tyson knows that Usyk can hurt him. See, since we know he can hurt Tyson, and Tyson knows that shit, Tyson has to go in like he has to go in fighting him like he fought Wilder. He can't go in thinking that he can pretty boy box and, you know, and do a lot of fucking showboating and stuff like that. He knows he might try just for his ego, but in the back of his mind, he knows, like, look, I can't do that. I can't play with this guy no more, because this guy can catch me in between my shots. He's done it before. I think Tyson Fury should be weary of that, because if he's not, he's going to get caught again. and we might not have a referee to help him this time. You know, Usyk is nobody to mess with, man. Tyson needs to come in like Larry Holmes, keep the distance and jab him like Larry Holmes. Nope, that didn't help him last time. He should have started out like that. He could have worked the jab. The jab was working. The feints was working. You know what I mean? But one thing that Tyson forgot to do, he forgot. Look, you got to fight fire with fire sometimes. Sometimes fire with finesse ain't gonna always cut it, especially when someone else also has finesse. You know. See, Usyk didn't look. Usyk ain't playing with you, bro. You're dealing with a 100% elite professional, an elite athlete, a hellified boxer. You know, the dude knows how to fight. He knows exactly what he needs to do, and his game plan is solid. You never seen Usyk go in there, I didn't have the right game plan. You never really seen him unsure. Now, Tyson was able to hurt him. Yeah, he was. He was able to hurt him. But at the end of the day, who got hurt the hardest? Who got hurt the most? That fight should have been stopped. Everybody know that. I don't see the whole fight, just the highlights. Oh, you got to see the whole fight. You can't just watch the highlights because the highlights don't tell the whole story. That's just like seeing 2 rounds of sparring between 2 guys that's going 10 rounds. And the 2 rounds you see one guy's getting the best of the other guy, and then you come out saying, oh man, so-and-so beat the hell out of that guy, but you only seen 2 rounds. Highlights are like that. Highlights are context, really. You know when you can tell that you have favoritism in a fight, when you can see the fighter that's favored, is when you have an even fight or an even round between fighters, but you only see highlights of the guy that they're marketing. You never see the highlights of the guy that, that other guy hit him with a good right hand. You're not going to see that. Yeah, Fernando, he can't play around, man. He cannot play around. Oh, you know what? I'm sitting here like I don't have to get gas. I got to get some gas. Yeah, man. I think Tyson Fury, man, he really definitely needs to go for the knockout. He can't fuck around, man. I mean, he just can't. Like, I wouldn't want him to lose a fight based on instructions, or wrong instructions. Damn, I should have went to that shell right there to the right. Should have went there at Wahlberg. Let's see. Hell, that's probably whatchamacallits. That's crazy. This thing here, it stops. Writing in capital letters might make it easier to read these questions. Oh, absolutely. Great. Yeah. when you guys make it, because for whatever reason, you can maximize the picture, but you can't maximize. Say you can maximize the picture, like I just did, but you can't maximize the fucking font. Hell, we getting older, man. My eyes are not how they used to be. Reading them little ass writings. You on I-10? No, I'm not on I-10. Usyk was coming in low like Mike Tyson. I didn't think Tyson could beat him in the second time unless he's moving like Cassius Clay and catching him. Yeah, well, obviously, you know, we were wrong. I was wrong. I thought Usyk was going to be in there, come in and out, box, 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 in and out, side to side, box, 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 in and out. Avoid the clinches, keep it clean, you know, win round after round in. I didn't know it was going to be a fight like that, where fighters were hitting each other and hurting each other. You know, that shit was competitive. So I can tell you, yeah, I admit I was wrong, but I can tell you some more shit. So was Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, you remember he was saying that, oh yeah, I think it's going to be a boring fight. You remember that? Remember Eddie Hearn that said it was going to be a boring fight between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury? What time is it in the U.S.? Well, right now in my time zone, it's 11:35. So, look, man, Sucker Stevenson doesn't have a punch and is not a pay-per-view star, and his fights are boring as F-U-C-K. Well, they're not exciting. You know, I mean, the fight he had with Oscar Valdez was okay. You know, that was a decent fight. But lately, he's just seemed like a guy that you don't really care to watch. You know, I'm just wondering what the promoters see. I'm not hating on him because, you know, I want him to make his money, but I just don't like him saying it's the other fighter's fault. Like, when, you know, these fighters don't want to fight and all this, that, and the other. I'm like, no, bro, it's not. That's not the case. Who do you think Wilder should fight, or should he retire? I don't know, man. I haven't heard from Wilder. I got a video to make about Wilder tomorrow. I'm gonna post it. But nonetheless, well, for some guys that means today. But later on today, I will post it. But Wilder, man, we have to see where he's at. And see, one thing about Wilder, I think Wilder, Tyson had women problems when he got knocked out, remember? They got a divorce and he got knocked out. Oh, Isaac, that's true. People may want to watch him lose, so they go to see him. Mike Pedrosa, damn, I refuse to watch. Damn. Well, Steven, I think Stevenson, he will just meet somebody that will beat him. But here's the thing. When Stevenson loses, it'll be like Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade got beat. We never heard of him since. I haven't heard of Demetrius Andrade since he got beat by David Benavidez. I haven't heard from him since. And that's crazy. Have you guys heard from Demetrius Andrade? Has he done any interviews? Is he in the gym? Is he in the bar? Is he in the club? Where the hell is he? Can you guys tell me where in Hades is Demetrius Andrade? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me what Demetrius Andrade is? That's a question. It's okay. Wilder won't fight again. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel bad for Wilder, man. You know, Wilder got in there with a dangerous old man. But you know something? If you really think about Wilder for a second, it's actually ironic, isn't it? Think about it. Deontay Wilder had his best win against an older guy. Damn, look at that pothole. Damn, that's massive. That pothole, dude, you hit that, you're gonna crack an axle in your tire. But anyway, he beats Luis Ortiz, right? He beats Luis Ortiz to become the alleged badass. That's the best win on his record, period, right? So there you go. That was in 2018. I call that the alpha. The omega, right? Let me swip it over. The omega is Zhilei Zhang, which was also older guy, you know, nothing to lose, and he took him out. Wilder, yeah, he's almost 40. I think he's 38. I think he'll be 39 this year. Yeah, I think he'll be 39 this year. That's what I think. Wilder did well in his career. Good luck to him. Well, I just don't want to. I hate him. I hate how it went out for him. You know what I mean? Because I'm a firm believer in this. I think, you know, everybody, you know, Wilder's human at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And I know people, and you know, he can become sensitive. You know what I mean? He definitely has a part that, you know, people can get under his skin, right? And we know people can get under his skin. So since that being the case, I think that let's see. Yeah. I think that somebody he's been with for that long, that played the long game with him, I hate it for Wilder, man. I hate that for Wilder because, you know, yeah, he was with another woman in Riyadh. So that was June, right? Then, you know, but I didn't even hear of the breakup. All I started seeing is I started looking at her. Hold on a second. What's your opinion on Jai Apataya? Hold on, Tom. Hold on. Let me pump some gas. I'll be right back. All right, we're gassing up, guys. I am back. Okay. All right, now where were we? Damn, I got a lot of you want Stevenson versus Tank. Shakur is a track star. Demetrius, who's that? You guys a trip. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. We got 19 in here. Wilder was always trash. Wilder just wasn't technically sound. To call him trash, I don't think he was necessarily trash. I think his whole career was compromised. It was compromised, man. And I think that because he wasn't, I think his handlers had no intentions on making him better or improving him. I think they just seen, hey, we got a guy with a good right hand. We want to protect him as much as we can. Bars. Well, they got beat by a Chinese. That's embarrassing. No, it ain't. It would have been embarrassing if that Chinese person wouldn't have beat anybody. All right, ready to roll. See, Zhang knocked out Joe Joyce twice, then dropped Filip Hrgovic, which a lot of people thought that he won, okay? And then he goes in and knocks out Wilder. So no, it's not, see, I don't like the double standards, because if you're going to call him embarrassing of getting beat by that Chinese man in a lot of people's eyes beat Filip Hrgovic, okay? He got the nod because he was younger, I feel that they were like, okay, he is Chinese and he's old as fuck, so let's not market him, let's not give him the nod, okay? And I'm switching over back to my POV because it's getting dark out here. I want to give you guys a good view, right, of what's going on my way. And you're right, Zhang. He can punch, bro. Steven, he can punch. See, people are, oh, he's trash. It's embarrassing. He gets beat by the Chinese dude. Well, damn, I guess it's embarrassing for Joe Joyce too, because Joe Joyce got knocked spark out. A guy they call the Juggernaut. You know? Hell, I guess he ran into the big wall of China, and the big wall of China didn't give. He did. No, man, Zhang, bro, you know, don't worry. When Zhang keeps knocking people out, then Wilder won't look so bad. Wilder would just be a name of victims that Zhang has beat up, and when he has to knock out somebody better than Wilder, okay, he dropped Joseph Parker twice, so I don't see how you can come up with that. I don't get that at all. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, he's top 4 or 5. You know what I mean? Guys, somebody like Jared Anderson, I wouldn't want to fight him if I was Jared Anderson, unless it was something on the line for him. You know, that's a dangerous fight for Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson would have to move, because Jared Anderson could get knocked out too. It ain't just Wilder. Shit, I mean, he could have knocked out Parker. The only problem was Zhang does not have a gas tank. He has a stamina level like a regular 40-year-old man that really doesn't train as hard. His stamina is terrible. You know, I think Zhang likes to eat. I think his diet is what's keeping him back. You know, I don't know if he has a sweet tooth. I don't know if he likes cakes, pies, you know what I mean, too many damn noodles or whatever the hell. But his stamina is horrible. I think he needs to improve on a strength and conditioning coach. Well, I'll say this about Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson got chinned by Charles Martin, and he was buckled. He was dazed. That was some scary shit. This is the heavyweight division, bro. One punch could send you somewhere that you don't want to be. You better ask Tommy Morrison. You better ask Michael Moore. You know what I mean? You better ask these guys that didn't expect to lose and they lost because of one punch. You better ask Terry Norris when Keith Mullins knocked him spark out and he lost millions of dollars on a fight with Oscar De La Hoya. These are facts, people. Shit happens in boxing that you never would think that would happen, but it does. Okay? Look at Wilder. Wilder had one more fight. If Wilder would have knocked out Zhang, okay? If Wilder would have knocked Zhang out, okay? Do you know what the narrative would be? The narrative then would be Wilder would be being ducked once again by Anthony Joshua because Anthony Joshua would have picked Daniel Dubois for a fight. Who knows, though? But we'll never know because Wilder got knocked out. But nobody's saying shit that he's not fighting Zhang, right? I don't hear a lot of people complaining about that. Well, why isn't he fighting Zhilei Zhang? But if you know Wilder would have knocked out Zhilei Zhang or beat Zhilei Zhang, that would have been the narrative. Well, why isn't he fighting Wilder? You see what I mean? Wilder is on a 4-loss run. No, actually, he's on a 2-loss run. Okay, Wilder's problem is Wilder fought once a year. He fought once a year. He fought in 2020. He fought in 21. He fought in 22. He fought in 23. And he fought in 24. See, Wilder hasn't been consistent enough to really have or get his bearings back if he had any bearings to get back. Because he was on damn ayahuasca. He was on, family problems, allegedly Taylor Swift was cheating on him, and he found out that she was cheating on him. You know what I mean? So, and I think all that stuff that happened between them, I think it came after he found out she was cheating on him. So I don't know if he smothered her or whatever, but he's spitting in her face and stuff like that. That's some shit you do to somebody when you're pissed at them. If you spit in someone's face, bro, you got to be mad at them to do some shit like that. Let's just be real. So if Wilder spit in her face, he spit in her face because she disgusted him. That's something you do to somebody that disgusts you. You spit at them. You know what I mean? It's utterly disrespectful. But it also comes from being disrespected. So yeah, she probably went out there, got her swerve on. Taylor Swift got her swerve on. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was bad. It was bad for him. What I don't understand is he caught her cheating in like April or May. Okay? But she was still with him when the days of reckoning. So I'll go on a limb and say this about that whole scenario. I think Wilder had one last is the real champ. Damn, she'll knock your socks off. But I think that might have been the last time or the last thing, I think that was the last chance Wilder had. And I do feel this is what I feel, people. I think if Deontay Wilder would have beat Joseph Parker, she would have still been around. There, I said it. Because I just don't see, if he caught her cheating in April or May, and then she's still around in December, you know what I mean? What happened between December and June? Yeah. He lost, and she was like, you know what, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. Or what could have happened is he got his ass whooped in Saudi Arabia, came home, slapped him, choked her up, or whatever he did, I don't know, maybe, got aggressive with her, and then she left. And then maybe she put the restraining order against him because he got beat by Zilly Zhang, see, and she already knew, oh, this dude gonna come whoop my ass like he did last time. Hell, if he gets whooped, I get whooped. I'm not having that. I can't live like this. Wilder, can Wilder beat anyone? Wilder has to fight someone else. You know what I mean? Like, here's the deal. Joseph Parker, Zilly Zhang, they are top fighters. So I would dare say yes. Look at that swift truck. But no, I would say this. I would say Wilder has to be more active. They need to start him in a lower opposition. He needs to come on home to Uncle Al, if Al even cares about him anymore. Because Al may say, you know what, screw you, Deontay Wilder. You went with the enemy, Eddie Hearn. I don't want to deal with you anymore. Kick rocks. Right? That could happen. But do I think that? Yeah, I think that Wilder, if he fights more, he will get better. He'll get his confidence back. You know, he can do that. You know what I mean? He needs to. Hell, Joshua got beat back to back. Okay, and that's after he took his first loss. He got beat back to back after that. Then everybody thought he was screwed and done. All Wilder needs to do is focus on boxing. Focus on boxing. Focus on combinations. Focus on using his reach. You know, work on his boxing ability. Work on his defense. You know what I mean? Because based on what I saw with Zilly Zhang, he didn't do a thing. Bars. Damn, I agree. It's over for him. She's a demon. Damn. Zion? Not a demon. Not Telly Swift. Not Telly Swift, dude. Nah. Say it ain't so. Let's see here. She's a queen. Jose Chavez. Telly Swift is bad, though. And you know something weird? I feel Jarrell Miller. No Diddy. And what he meant by, you know, Wilder wasn't used to like an exotic looking girl like that. Telly Swift she's half black and half Filipino. Okay? And she's bad. I mean, she's freaking gorgeous. But the crazy thing is, when I was in my early 20s, matter of fact, late teens, early 20s, bro, that's all I dated. All I dated was Filipinos, Mexicanas, Dominicanas, Puerto Ricanas. You know what I mean? That's all I dated. That's all I dated. You know, so I was familiar with Thai, Chinese, Korean, you know, like Filipino, Chamorro, Guamanian. That's what I dated when I was like 19, 20 years old. Shit. You know, so I knew of those, of certain different ethnic backgrounds, despite my own, right? So maybe Wilder didn't have anyone like that, because if he was married, all right, if Wilder was married and he met her and he didn't give a shit that he was married or not and had to get with her, that meant she must have blew his mind. She must have blew Wilder's mind, man. You know? The hair, the eyes, the skin. Yeah, she's bad. You know, but man, I tell you, it's crazy. You know, and then Dillian White said, hey, you know, she was my side piece and shit like that. It's not a good look for her though, because that she's already linked to 3 different boxers. So Wilder's a simp. No. You know what I think Wilder was? I think Wilder was he was a playboy. I think he was a playboy. I think he was a dude that married, you know, and just liked to cheat until he found somebody that he felt that he could replace the woman that he was married to with. The woman that he was married to used to do his merchandise. You know what I mean? And then he met Telly Swift. And like I told you guys in my videos about my source that told me so much about that whole situation. That shit was crazy. They said, they told me that Telly Swift really wasn't interested in him until she found out what he did. You know what I mean? So, Kurt, you really explored a lot of coochie. I'll say this, Isaac, I've had my share. You know what I mean? I'm not I'm like a person that I can't complain. I'm not a guy that doesn't know, I never, because personally, I think that, I'm a very complicated man. I think that, I've been a lot of places, many countries, hopeless romantic, you know what I mean? So it wasn't all like, hey, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. No, it wasn't like that with me. I dated a lot of girls in different countries. I've lived in different countries. I've shared and spent many time in different countries. And, were there women involved in those countries? Yes, they were, including the country that I live in. So, yeah, I've had my share. I've had my share of fun. I've had my share of love. I had my share of heartbreak too. That's why I feel Wilder. So if Wilder was in love with her and then she, his mind was kind of all over the place, he probably didn't even, he wasn't meant to be in there with Zhilei Zhang anyway. He just thought he could hit Zhilei Zhang with a right hand when the fighter lets go home so he can deal with what he was already dealing with. I think this about Wilder, okay? I think Wilder wasn't a simp. I just think he just didn't meet anyone like her. You know what I mean? You got to think about it. Wilder's from the deep South, okay? So this cat is from he's from Alabama. So if probably the girls he dated, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, calling somebody necessarily a simp, well, I think he had 6 kids, 7 kids, 8 kids, right? How many kids Wilder got? Wilder got a lot of kids. So to call him a simp, he definitely doesn't believe in protected sex, because all them chicks are different, right? There's a lot of baby mamas. I just think he met Telly Swift and he ain't been with nobody like that. That's why I say I feel what Jarrell Miller was saying, because he met someone that he wasn't accustomed to. So yeah, I think that's what it is. Damn, what was going on? Everybody from Alabama are simps. No, I wouldn't say that. I would say this: if you stay in Alabama and you don't go anywhere else, you know what I mean, that it'll make you less rounded as a person that travels. Traveling enriches you. It makes you wealthy, like culture, like character. You can get enriched in character, culture, experience. You know what I mean? That you cannot take away. You can't read it in a book. You can only view it and experience it. Okay? But Wilder, yeah, I think Wilder, he had a lot of baby mamas, stuff like that. And I just think he met somebody that, just was that for him. Let's look at it this way. Look at Mike Tyson, though. Look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was the same way. He was in love with all of man. Mike Tyson was a womanizing, young, horny ass boxer, New York Brooklynite. You know what I'm saying? Catskill, New York and shit. That guy, like Mike Tyson, when he seen Robin Givens, his ass went ape shit. I love you, Robin. I think you're beautiful. I think you're wonderful. You know what I mean? And, you know, she was an actress and she went along with it because she knew, like, hey, you know, I'm going to get with the heavyweight champion of the world because the heavyweight champion of the world has a lot of heavyweight champion money. You know what I mean? I just thought it was bogus. And you could kind of see hers coming because she had no intentions of having a baby by Mike Tyson. She claimed allegedly she was pregnant, but she wasn't. You know what I mean? Or she said she had a miscarriage, allegedly. I'm not sure though. You know, so. Tyson was bisexual. Wilder's about to simp again. I hate simps. Well, here's the deal. I just think, you know, he just fell for somebody and, you know, that, you know, he wasn't accustomed to that. You know, she had a baby with him and stuff like that. I didn't know, though. I didn't know she had an older son. I didn't know that shit. Now, that what I didn't know. So she had already had a baby. So she had baggage already. You know what I mean? So that really doesn't make her as important as I thought she would be. You know what I mean? Or important that I thought she was because I didn't know she had another child. You know? So he's a cuck and a simp. Dion W, what's up, brother? Member in the building. There we go. Let's move that glare. There you go. Yeah. No, man. So I think, if anything, Deontay Wilder, man, just, you know, fell for the wrong one. You know, that's what happens. You start getting notoriety, you start getting fame, you start making a little money. You know what I mean? You know, you're able to travel, you're able to do things. You know, you got your nice, fine honey on your arm. You know, and then she's coming to him with all these ideas of fragrances and businesses and shit like that. And, you know, he has the money to make them into action. Hell yeah, she's gonna stay around. Why wouldn't she? You know? But even that, I gotta salute her on that. You can't blame Taylor Swift for coming up. You know what I mean? But she came up on Deontay Wilder, and make no mistake about it. Those businesses, the social media and all that stuff, she pretty much did what Tyrese's wife did. You guys remember Tyrese Gibson? You know, he was with a fine ass chick, and she did him the same way. All of a sudden, she didn't like this. She had to find herself, you know what I mean? And all this shit, you know what I mean? And it was just crazy. And she left this man, left him high and dry. He ain't cheat her, he ain't do shit. So yeah, I mean, certain women like these guys, you know, because of their money. You know, that's why I miss the old days, me personally. You know what I mean? Because you really don't know how far money gets you until you don't have any. Then you'll see exactly who's for you and exactly who's not for you. Tyrese is a crybaby. What do you want from me? Yeah, he was going through that shit then. He was going through that breakup then. Yeah, man. The old days, we used to just pop MF'er. Dan, I mean, those were good days, bro. Good days. See, for me, you knew who was for you. You knew who wanted to be around you. You know what I mean? Not because they you know, they wanted something from you and things like that, you know. and IGG. Okay. Yeah, somebody get this guy out of here. Whoever the hell Buzz Boxing is. Get my peeps on him. Get him out. Original meme songs. Yeah, you're done. Yeah. Boom. Adios, cocksucker. Buzz Boxing. I'm like, who is that? So the light-skinned women are dangerous? I guess I need more moderators, man, because, you know, we had this one cat. He was just, oh, my God. I think those are bots. Well, he's a gone bot. That bot's been eliminated from the chat. So, but yeah, back to Wilder, though, man, I just think, it's just hard, man. It's difficult in his position, See ya, cunt. Boom. Willie Two Guns. All right, Willie Two Guns. Yo, somebody get these bots off of here, dude. I reported it for racism. This is very a racist stream. I've got it, mod. All right, cool. Boom. Yeah, take care of these cunts, innit? These guys are just tripping. Reported people from Bannon. Yeah, yeah, get them out of there. It's kind of throwing me off. Hey, there's Big Chub. Get Big Chub out. So we got Leon. Get Leon out. Pay attention to the road. Okay. Dude, what the hell? Okay, yeah. Lock these guys out, moderators. Come on. Let's get them out. But they're flooding my stream. Appreciate you, God of War. Take these cats out. Getting attacked. Yeah, these dudes, yeah, I don't know what's up with them. Wednesday. This stream is terrifying. Why is he on his phone while driving? Well, for one, I'm not texting while driving. Okay, for two, I'm hands-free. For three, it's my stream, my car, and I can do whatever the hell I want to do. Yeah, I'm reading the chat. Yeah. Do you see any cars, bro? It's like 12 o'clock at night. Do you see any cars in front of me? I've contracted the highway patrol. What the hell is this? Let's see. Okay, you can't stop here. Snitches get stitches. Wow, what is wrong with you guys? No, I mean, let's, Phony Hawk. I've contacted the highway patrol. We have to get this man off the road. Okay. Why don't you just get off the channel? How about that? Boom. Okay, you scared. Now it's a bunch of bots that just popped in. Troll bots. You say, Kurt, I heard someone sent these people to your live. Who sent them to my live? Are these Trump tards? Troll from Burger Plant, aka Zigson. Viewers in the chat are reacting to a streamer being racist, calling him out for being paying attention to him. I'm a Biden tard. I'm sending more racist dudes. What the hell? This is the craziest shit I ever seen. Maybe you need to go offline for now. Nah. Why so much poison in the chat room? Get out of there, buddy. He said to come harass you. He wants to fight you for some reason. He said it's on site. Okay. Tell him to bring it on. Yeah, this is wild. I know, right? Damn internet, man. It's crazy. Internet gangsters. It's on site. You know, I've heard a lot of people say that same shit. It puts me in the mind of, speaking of Wilder, I remember when Tyson Fury beat Wilder, it was a guy, he said he was from Miami, and he said, yeah, you know the only reason Tyson beat Wilder is because they gave him so many minutes or whatever. And I'm like, dude, whatever. And he was like, well, what's up, man? You want to fight? Let's go right now. You better not run. Yeah. Nah, that's the same person. He's just sending bots over and shit. Mike Tyson for president. Yeah, that would be pretty dope, Mike Tyson for president. You know he smokes weed. He smokes weed and everything. Nah, I don't, because I'm trying to read comments, right? And I read them as I can, if I catch them. Now, as you guys can see, I'm not really, I'm focused on the road primarily. But I mean, shit, it's not really nothing to really see, honestly. Whatever happened to Tyson in the Paul fight? Well, Tyson had an emergency due to ulcers in his stomach. Okay, because he got on a plane and his stomach was hurting. So he definitely had to postpone or whatever. But no, you know, he has to take a rest. He's older and all that shit. Yeah, no, Tyson's good. He just needs to recoup, man. He's older. You know, I didn't even know he had ulcers. You know, so that's the one crazy thing about it, you know. Yeah, Zesty. Somebody get Zesty out of here. I like that thing. I like that saying, snitches get stitches. Is that the racist everybody's been talking about? Get him out. Get this cat out, dude. This is ridiculous. God of War. Yeah, you doing God of War on these bots. Yeah, Dion W, you got it, man. You got it. Hold on a second. Yeah. Boom. Dion W, you got it, man. You the man with the plan. You know, somebody got to be my left hand. Somebody got to be my right hand. Somebody got to be my jab. Somebody got to be my left hook. Somebody got to be my right uppercut, left uppercut. We got to take these cats out. Because, yeah, these cats are diabolical, dude. You know, like, oh, I've contacted the police patrol. Man, if you don't get your ass off, can I be your body blow? I know, right? Yeah, get them the hell out of here, man. We cruising, having a good live stream. You know, I'm probably about maybe an hour away from my destination. Quiet SP, man, I'm good. You guys can see the road just like me. There's nobody ahead. Look at that. There's nobody there. That's why I like night driving, you know. Now, maybe in the daytime, it wouldn't be as bad, but a lot of times, man, if I'm going, depends on where I'm going. You know, I'm on a country road anyway, but see, you got to keep in mind, country roads, you got reindeers and dogs and, you know, all types of stuff that can run across the road. Why are you running from Highway Patrol? One Sonic, get the fuck out of here. Somebody get One Sonic out. Go away. Here they come, guys. Incoming. Get them out. Blue. There you go. Dude, I remember when Mike Tyson fought Roy Jones Jr. in that exhibition. And the shit was crazy. Here's Chip Bishop. Hey, Chip Bishop, go away. There you go. These cats, yeah, I don't know. But I am interested in One Sonic. These cats are, man, and they're fucking up the live stream. They just like the clutter, you know. But yeah, this is just retarded, dude. This is just retarded. Because I'm pretty sure I'm missing some pretty good comments. And it shouldn't be about bots, you know what I mean? Dion W coming in with that left hook. Bah! My straight right belong to God of War. Get these punks out of here. Get out of here, dude. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm about halfway. I never really understood that, like, do people make bots and then, like, create fake accounts or some shit like that, or, you know? Because it just amazes me how fast they can get on there. Like, look at this shit here. Look at these guys. I mean, it's like, it's ridiculous. It's diabolical. These cats are diabolical. Damn, it's crazy. Nobody else is leaving comments. But anyway, the same thing happened to Mike Tyson, though, that happened to Deontay Wilder. I think Mike's was just a little bit more dramatic because, you know, Mike was kind of in your face. you know. Well, I tell you what, guys, we have a change of, definitely a change of pace. We have 107 votes for can Eddie Hearn make Shakur Stevenson a star, right? There's 35-year-old from trolling from a trolling forum. If all the haters are real, it's an absolute embarrassment to mankind. Stop being weird. Keep strong, Kurt. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. Really, what's the forum's name? Yeah, I want to know that, so I can pay them a fucking visit. I want to know that, definitely. But I did a filter thing that kind of hopefully put some of that shit to rest. Avoids like spam and shit. Like, I didn't know you had that much spam. What's up with Floyd and Pac-Man? I thought they were about to run it back. What happened? Dion W. I don't know, man. I think, Floyd did some dirty, diabolical shit about 7 years ago. No, about 6 years ago. It was Christmas or New Year's. I think it was New Year's of 2018, right? Going into 19. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao were both in Japan. They were both in the same club or restaurant or wherever the hell they were. And they did a live stream together. And it was Floyd announcing that him and Manny Pacquiao are going to fight. This was in 2018, going into 2019. And what ended up happening was like Floyd all of a sudden got Manny to sign with PBC. Okay? So he signed with PBC. And the deal was he was going to fight Floyd. Once he signed with PBC, Floyd decided, no, I'm not going to fight you. And he ended up fighting Adrian Broner, if you guys can remember. So he ended up fighting Adrian Broner, and then he signed a 2-fight contract with PBC. So he had to fight, he fought Keith Thurman in 19. So he fought in January against Adrian Broner. You remember, I beat that boy. I beat that boy. I beat him. Then he fought Keith Thurman. Then he beat Keith Thurman and Adrian Broner. So, yeah, it was one of those things, man. I forgot how much Manny got. I think he got maybe 10 mil, something like that. Can't remember how much he got, 10, 15 mil. But yeah, but that was supposed to have been Floyd. Floyd lied to Manny. Floyd, you lied to me. You say you're going to fight me in the rematch, and you didn't. Chris Esperon, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Jake Paul will fight Broner next. Nah, Jake Paul's too big for Broner. Unless Broner gets all fat. And then he ain't, like, Broner's done, man. I've seen him fight Blair to Flair. Woo! Right? Blair to Flair is a decent boxer. Is he elite? I don't think he's elite. He's one of those trash talkers, but he's not elite. Dion W for 21 months coming in with that love says, jab that like button, will you? I heard that. Hit the like button, peeps. I like that accent. What's that from? Which accent? Broner and Wilder are on the same level. Broner and Wilder? Ooh, well, Broner's been in the same situation for a long time. I mean, longer than Wilder. Wilder recently, last 3 or 4 years, he's been in the shit house. Broner's been in the shit house for about 10 years, bro. You know what I mean? At least 7 or 8. Broner has a history. He had a draw with Jacob Vargas. He got beat by Mikey Garcia. He got beat by Manny Pacquiao. Okay, shit, dude. Broner got beat by pretty much everybody. He beat up Theo. Ashley Theophane, one of Floyd's fighters? He beat him up, and then he called out Floyd. You remember? I'm so poor, we had to eat cornflakes with water. We had to eat cornflakes with water. Hey, man, nobody gonna disrespect me, man. You need to come see me, Floyd. Floyd, you need to come see me. you know? So yeah, man. So I don't know if they'll ever fight. I mean, it's to the point now. Would you want to see Manny Pacquiao fight Floyd Mayweather? I mean, the Floyd with hair and a damn beard that looked like Rick Ross. No, I don't. Me personally. You know what I mean? Because we saw that fight. And when we saw that fight, we should have saw that fight. Like years before that. Many years before that, we should have saw Floyd fight Manny. And it was just that much frustrating because it actually happened. And it just showed you that it could have actually happened before time. That's pretty much it. It should have happened before that. I look at that like, hey, okay, it is what it is. It is what it is, Joe. Let me see if that place is still open. There's a new up-and-coming boxer called EBZ. Check him out. Where is he from? Where's that boxer from? I heard of EZ before. He's from LA. Cool. EZB. Don't feed the trolls. Yeah, screw the trolls. Like I was saying about old Wilder, though, man, I feel bad for him. Because, I mean, he, and you know what? Like, people blame that ayahuasca shit on him losing weight. And it's crazy because I think him losing weight had a lot to do with the fact that he probably was just stressed out and he wasn't eating. Man, I've been through a breakup like that, man. That shit'll stress you out, man. And it's crazy. It actually happened 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago exactly around this time. Around this time 10 years ago. This is before I made a channel or any of that. Right? I had a bad breakup, man. I mean bad. And it was one of those breakups where you just felt betrayed type, like, I can't believe she did this, right? But no, it was one of those, man. It was one of those situations. And the crazy thing was, I didn't see it coming. It came out of nowhere. So here I am, walking 5-10 miles, just kind of, in a daze, you know what I mean? Trying to get my head together. And yeah, I lost a lot of weight too. So I think that weight Wilder lost, bro, I think it was because of stress. His ass wasn't eating, you know? That's what I think. I think Wilder wasn't eating at all. So, you know, that what he went through with her or whatever. I know there's always two sides to the story, but shit is actually three sides. His side, her side, and the truth. You know? Memorial Gardens. Yeah, man, nearly killed you. It was crazy, man. I would have bad dreams. I was sleeping maybe an hour a day, bro. An hour or 2 hours a day. You know what I mean? And it was just crazy. That was a lot to deal with at that time. So I had to go off social media and all that shit because my ex was flaunting her new man around and shit, you know? So but here's the thing. I haven't seen Taylor Swift nobody. Now, if I would have seen that, I'd be like, oh, okay. I've pretty much seen what all I need to see. You know, because when you see someone that springs up out of nowhere, chances are they were in the picture before or a lot earlier than you knew they were. You know what I mean? They've been talking. And this was one of those situations. So, baby mama's dream, huh? Nah, wasn't baby mama's dream. Well, I guess she kind of was because she's supposed to have been pregnant or whatever. But I found out, or I heard that was a lie. I was told that was a lie. So, yeah, it was a lot to deal with. So I feel Wilder, man. Wilder, you know, he needs to get his head together. You know, I haven't heard anything from Malik Scott besides cover up and damage control on his end. Like, oh, well, Wilder was careless and he didn't do this and didn't do that. And, you know, some things we all, you know, pretty much threw him under the bus. So I don't know how their relationship is. Because, you know, Malik Scott got a girl. You know, he got Kate Abdo, right? Is it Kate Abdo? The British chick? Yeah, it was bad, man. I hated that shit too. So Wilder, yeah, he's going through it, and you know that's what I sense about him. You know, I just sense that about him. You know, and I think if you go from, if you look at when did they start dating? They start dating like 2016 maybe. Because that girl they have is like 7 or 8 years old. You know what I mean? So, you know. And I remember him toting his child around when she was a baby, like baby. So, yeah, they've been together for a while. So, whatever happened last year, it all had to happen last year. So, supposedly, he caught her cheating. She got caught cheating or whatever. He you know. And that's what, you know, and she played the boundary game, you know, like a lot of people play that boundary game when you catch them. Like, what are you doing looking through my, you know, and you calling people. He was calling people because he seen the messages, and I believe the messages were inappropriate. Bottom line. That's anybody, if you're with them, if that's your significant other, and you see something that you don't supposed to see, regardless if you're supposed to be looking at it or not, you're going to see something and you're going to say something. Either you're going to say something to her or you're going to call that person themselves. And that's what Wilder did. So when she went to the police report, or the police office, to file that damn report, what she did was she put that in there like, oh, well, it was business people and my phone and contacts that he contacted. No, he contacted them because he wanted to know what the hell was going on. That's what he wanted to know. Who are you? Why are you in my girl's phone? And what is this damn conversation really about? You know? I mean, I don't call that a simp at all. I just call that somebody trying to get down to business. You know? And for the record, people, the lady that he was with, hey, she was bad too. So I think now Wilder got a type. I think he has a type now. You know? King Grayson. I think Bomb Squad has a type. Because I seen her, she looked good too. She looked kind of, I don't know. I don't know what the hell she was from, where she was from. You know? But she did look like she was from Alabama, homie. You know what I mean? Let me get past this truck. Trucks are real funny. I know, because people don't like four-wheelers and four-wheelers don't like 18-wheelers. They have a mutual respect of hatred for each other. Nah, man, I'm headed to work. Nah, I'm headed to work. I'm leaving home and headed to work, actually. Yeah, Chris, I'm headed to it. It's not far though, so high speed chase on the way to work. Nah, it's no big deal, you know. I don't have long though, maybe less than an hour now before I get to the rendezvous point. Go really fast. Nah, I'm a cruiser, man. I'm in my commuter. I'm not in my BMW or nothing like that. So if I was in my BMW, I'd be flying. You know, but it's funny, and the BMW doesn't even seem like it's going real fast. But you know, you're going 80, 90, 100, you know. Me, I'll go 75. I'll do the speed limit, you know. I'm an expert driver. Absolutely, Chris. Safe is my middle name. Just wanted to reach out to my peeps, you know. See how you guys are doing, if you guys are still up. But yeah, man. But I think Wilder needs to fight more. If he's going to fight, he needs to fight more. You know what I mean? That's one of his downfalls. He should have had another fight like Robert Helenius. You know what I mean? At least get that respect back. You know? If he could get that respect back, he would have been all right. Oh, man, you woke me up. 6 p.m. here. Where the hell are you at, Tamia? Baloney? Where the hell are you at? Like, it's 12 o'clock at night here. Well, it's almost 1 o'clock. Ah, New Zealand, that sounds about right. Yeah, I know a lot of people in Guam, so it's like the next day. You know, you guys are way ahead. You guys are in the future. Yeah, he needed to build up that confidence, man. Yeah. Because see, at the very end of the day, for Wilder, he needed consistency, he needed activity, and you're not going to get that fighting one time a year. But that all came down to arrogance. See, Wilder just thought, I hit him with the right hand. I'm gifted by God with my power. My power so dangerous. Listen, what happens if it's not? You're left with the boxing ability that you've either learned or you forgot. You know, I think Mark Breland has taught Wilder enough that he's lost more than he knows. The shit that he learned from Mark Breland, he's forgot more of it than he uses. Yeah, man. But I'm gonna tell you. But again, I don't like how she's linked to all these men that don't look good. Taylor Swift. You linked to Dillian White. You linked to Jarrell Miller. You linked to Deontay Wilder. That's a lot of people you need to be linked to the point where it's fair to say it's a good argument. It's a good argument that somebody can make that Taylor Swift is a boxing groupie. You guys know what groupies are, right? They're groupies of the type of people that only date a certain amount of people, certain type of person, certain circle of people, athletes. Like I knew a chick that only dated NBA guys. If you wasn't 6'5", she didn't want to holler at you. I'm like, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You're doing me a favor. Yeah, tricks, man. Yeah. And if she was with Dillian White, then Jarrell Miller to her, like, it made you think. It made you think something. Okay, Taylor Swift knew she invested in her body. That's why she had all that surgery. That was surgery, bro. Same shit happened to Floyd Mayweather. You guys forgot about Miss Jackson from Miami? I mean, that bad motherfucker. She looked like a Kardashian. She was bad, bro. But understand, Floyd broke it down and exposed her. Like, look, all that shit she got, her body, her titties, ass, I bought all that shit. I was like, damn. So you bought her all the surgery for this chick, and she goes off and she leaves you. And he was hurt on that shit, man. He was hurt. Floyd was, he was talking about it. And then she got with Nelly. She left him and got with Nelly. So, And then somehow they broke up, and then Nelly got back with his wife, I guess, Ashanti. Matter of fact, they just had a kid. Certain types of gold digger. Yeah, man. There's certain types. Most of us were already simps. We learn our lesson sooner or later. Yeah, he just got caught in that trick bag, man. He just got caught up. He just, thought she was the one and all that shit, And the thing is, see, I remember when Wilder went to the Vatican, and I seen that, and a lot of people are like that, See, I spoke to Taylor Swift's father. I know her father, and he told me how smart she was, how ambitious she was, how she had respect for the family, how certain things she would never, ever, ever do. I was told that, and based on how he explained her to me, she's not an idiot. She's not a moron. You know what I mean? She has a brain, but be careful, Be careful of women a lot smarter than men. You know what I mean? Because Wilder was just, he went to the Vatican, and then, the way he was talking, it was almost like, okay, it made me curious to see how they conversate. Like, how would they really talk to each other? I just feel bad for him because I really wish that she was the one for him or whatever. So. Think with our smaller head, yeah. Sometimes, guys. Sometimes it's time to pick up your nets, guys. Yeah. But yeah, man, I've been watching the whole Trump thing, and that shit was crazy. You know, a lot of people thought it was a hoax or it was staged. You know, I don't know. I think it's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think based on the angles, because you know people were taking cameras, so I don't. It's kind of hard because he did have a nick off his ear. He did look like Evander Holyfield when Mike Tyson bit his shit off. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. What do we got here, guys? We have the police. Okay, just random construction. Thought we had ourselves a goddamn speedster. Tamia, counterpunch to you. They're looking for me. Well, if they were looking for me, they would have found me, because I ain't hiding from nobody. You know? Yeah. Where are you going, Kurt? I am headed to work. Bars. I am headed to work. I'm not far away, actually. I'm pretty close. So that's a good thing. Yeah, man. You know, Teofimo Lopez, you know, he wants to fight Crawford, so he says. And I'm like, okay, if you want to fight Crawford, I think you need to be in the weight class that Crawford's at. What you guys think will win out of Teofimo Lopez and Jaron Boots Ennis? He's been a talking point, huh? Yeah, Boots is too big, and then see Boots, he's shown that he's durable. You know, his ass can take shots. You know, Teal's pretty good. I just don't know how good he is in bigger weight classes. I just don't know. working any big names. That is. Have you seen the series Presumed Innocent? I have not. I have not. Yeah. Okay, Tom, I'm sorry, man. There we go. That was about an hour ago. Jai Opetaia. Jai Opetaia is good. I think he's powerful. He has great hand speed. I think though, like Jai Opetaia is a guy, you know, he may be bigger than those other guys, but I don't think he's as talented. You know, you imagine a fight with him versus Artur Beterbiev at cruiserweight. You imagine a fight like that? Let's say Beterbiev beats Bivol. I mean, if he beats Bivol, they're going to want David Benavidez to do what they're asking him to do. And that's to step up at 175 and become a man and make your own claim at 175. That's what Turkey's wanting him to do, because he wants him to fight the winner out of the undisputed match between Beterbiev and Bivol. And depends on who wins that fight, David is the next up. But Turkey is also mentioned the winner fighting Jai Opetaia. Okay, so it's kind of tricky with that. But I think guys like if maybe I think Bivol will be a problem for Jai Opetaia based on his hand speed and based on what he can do. You know, but the question is, it is a different weight class. Okay, it's the weight class north of light heavy, and since it's north, we don't know how Bivol can take shots from a big guy like that. But no, man, you know, all bullshit aside, I just want to see Jai Opetaia fight. He called out Jake Paul. You haven't heard anything else from Jake. He's like, man, I'm not fighting Jai Opetaia and get my face knocked in. Jai and David maybe first. Well, you know, Jai Opetaia has actually called out David Benavidez. He's like, well, yeah, let's get it on if you want to come to my weight class. Just don't get knocked out. You know? Oh, yeah. Why you wanna give me the run around? Wait things up. Jai and David maybe first. Yeah. That'll be interesting. Yeah, it will. But yeah, Jai Opetaia got his jaw broke, bro, once upon a time. That's a serious cat. Opetaia, Benavidez will get smashed. By who? So I wish it was more like a tournament, like okay, I'm in Hillsborough. Okay, I'm pretty close. I think what is it? Jai Opetaia. Well, I mean, he has to fight somebody, you know. But yeah, Bivol and Beterbiev. Yeah, I want to see how Beterbiev fights now. Long layoff, injury. It's not a good sign. He's an older fighter, much older than Dmitry Bivol, right? But I've seen Beterbiev go down by Bivol or Beterbiev. Yeah. I just hate to leave fights on the table. You got to fight the winner. You can't fight the both of them. I always thought that was weird. Jaya Bataya and David should fight first because Artur and Bivol are fighting for an undisputed championship. But then again, is David ready for somebody that damn big? He may not be. Oh yeah, why you wanna give me the run around? Beterbiev can just eat Bivol's shots. He will smash him. Well, he has to do more than that. And I think he can. I think he has the punching power. I think he has the aggressiveness, the pressure to do that to Bivol. See, what Canelo was trying to do with Bivol, Beterbiev will do with Bivol. Okay? He's just bigger puncher. Be a good fight, though. I can't wait to see it. I'm kind of bummed out that it didn't happen in June like it's supposed to. And we were left with that damn upset by Wilder to Big Bang Zang, right? And to pass another Buc-ee's guys. Buc-ee's guys. Another Buc-ee's guys. Great. Yeah. Yeah, guys. So boxing is very interesting. You guys. Let's take a look. All right. So before I jump off of here, let's look at the poll. Over 131 votes. Appreciate you guys for voting. Can Eddie Hearn make Shakur Stevenson a star? 34% said yes. 66% said no. Okay, so that is the people's vote. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me a couple hours. Most of you. I do apologize about the bots, but what are you gonna do, right? But anyway, you guys, bless you, love you, keep you, and we'll see you on the next one. And everyone has been counterpunched. Peace!